Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Cloud Out. Today we're going to go over the Buddha. Authentic versus clone. So, we're going to get up in here and show you guys the difference, how to tell. Some are very obvious, some are not so much. But, still a great product, no matter which end you go with.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's get it started.
Oh.
Alright, so, the Buddha. Right off the bat, they look, put your cap back on, they look really close to being about the same. I mean, right off the bat, I know you guys are all the way over here and we're all the way over here, but right off the bat you can tell the Authentic seems to be just a little bit bigger, which I actually think is kind of a downfall because mine almost sits real nice and flush. You got a little more hangover than me.
Nah.
But your Buddha is like engraved like real deep and it's black. I mean, it's right there. You can't see it. I know you can't. Mine is all like flashy. And then on the back, yours actually says Buddha Z V2, where mine just says Zephyr V2. On the Buddha itself, on the original or authentic, there's no airflow on Buddha. On mine, he's got 3 holes punched in him.
On each side.
Yeah, on each side. Yeah. Other than that, it's up close stuff.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we're going to get up close, show you guys the rest of it.
So don't worry about it. Alright, so this guy is the clone box, and this guy is the authentic box. Now, as for the clone and authentic ones, they pretty much come with the same thing. You got the baggies, you got the goodies as well. A couple pre-built coils, but I don't care about pre-built coils. Those things aren't big enough for these Buddhas. But boxes, once they're done, they're done. There's not too much chauffeur going around. Alright. Get the airflow. Alright, this guy's the clone. This guy's the authentic. The clone one seems to be a lot more shinier and has that little bling bling style to it. As for the authentic one, this guy is pretty much more matte black and it doesn't have the shininess of the Buddha or the name of it. And with the deck portions, make sure I don't auto-fire your smack. As for the deck portions, you can tell that my authentic one is pretty much bigger than the clone one. Also, the overhang on the clone one's really not that much. I mean, you can put it on 22 millimeters and it may look a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the Smock TVF4 tank diameter. And as for the original Buddha, this guy has quite a bit of overhang compared to the other one. Alright. And also, what we can tell too is that the pulse holes are the same size on the positive post and the negative post for the authentic one. And if you look at the pulse holes on the clone one compared to the authentic one, you can immediately tell. Oops. Is it pretty close in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright. And you can pretty much tell that the pulse holes are pretty much not as big. But sometimes these type of pulse holes will do just fine. A little bit more of a comparison. That good?
Yeah.
Alright. Next portion. My down. As you see over here, this is where the airflow comes in from negatively. So we had this guy a little bit open. The airflow come through here and just gradually come up and just pick up the vapor as well. But to me, the Buddha just has a lot of airflow. So I think that's more of a downfall. I don't really see a concept of it. I mean, we got the airflows from the side on both sides. Obviously enough. We can close it off. And also we have top ones as well to where we can cool down the vapor. These ones, on the authentic one, you cannot close them off. Can you close them off on the clones?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, and as for these airflow controls, I really like these. You can't build single builds into it. To me, I think if we had just had a full single build in it, that would be pretty ridiculous. But this guy is just meant for pure cloud chucking. And over here, we still got the bling bling style. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I understand what they're doing. Oh, the O-rings on the clone one doesn't seem as stiff. And what is this? Is that little machine parts or what? See that? Right up here.
They're on both sides.
They're on both sides? Huh. Not as much. I think that's more machine quality right there. Yeah, it's kind of a little rigid. And as for the clone one, this guy has a little bit weird machining part to it. As you see up here, it's pretty rigid. Just on this little top portion. And as you can tell too, is that this guy is pretty damn sharp. I'm pretty much sure you can take this guy out and take that out and just start shanking people with it. I don't recommend that at all, but just saying, you can tell that this guy pretty much seems like you can cut anything with it. So be careful with that. And the O-rings on the clone one, they don't seem to be as beefy. It doesn't take much attention to take them out. And as for the authentic one, it seems like it can pretty much stay on there. But that can be a con or a pro depending on who you are. To me, I like how beefy these guys are. And the airflow on the top ones, the top airflows, the clone one up here, just seems to not be as big as the bottom, as the authentic one. And as we can pretty much tell too, the chuff cap slash whatever type of cap, basically the mouthpiece, diameter seems to be almost the same size. If not, this guy has a little bit more beefier chuff cap to it on the outside of it. Not really the inside. To me, I think that's a little bit of a pro, just because this guy, it can take a little bit more heat, I would say so, compared to the clone one. But either way, both of these will do just fine. They don't seem to attract heat too much. Whoop. Alright, so over here we have the authentic one, and over here we have the clone one. As you can tell too, all this is just pure silver, and as for the inside of and the outside of it, it's pure matte black. And up here, I can't really tell if that's where they cut off the machining part and they just didn't fill it in with paint on the authentic one or not. But it doesn't really matter to me. It still works the same. Alright, so we're talking about the O-rings compared to the clone one and the authentic one. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up this guy, and I'm going to hold it. Comes right off. And as for the authentic one, I'm still holding the same way. This guy is not coming. That was juice, not because of the O-rings. Yeah, the tension, the clone one, it could be subjective again. And it comes off pretty easily. As for the authentic one, I just keep slipping. Mod down. Alright, so pricing wise, clone and authentic. The authentic one is $60. It depends on when you find it. I'm pretty much sure online it's around 50 up to 65, depends on where you go. But to me, I think this is pretty good cheap for an authentic RDA. And not only that, it's just big. You can do whatever you want on it. The clone, you can still pretty much do whatever you want. And the price wise on this guy is $20. Range up to about $30 as well. It depends on where you go. Online, it's probably 15 up to $20. Not too much. And of course, we got our boxing style of it. And we're back to normal view. So either RDA that you go with in the authentic compared to the clone, they're still good still good RDAs. So anyways, depends on your vaping budget. If you can get the $60 authentic, to me, I think that's a good thing to go with, because you have that whole deck to just mess around with. And even the pulse holes. Same goes with the clone one too. So really enough, it depends on your budget if you like the authentic compared to clone. Take it away, Zach.
So, that there is the gist of the clone versus the authentic Buddha, it does say no noobs on the back.
I'm sorry we didn't do this in a close-up, but it says no noobs.
Like Travis said, they're great RDAs. I mean, cloud chasing machines. But yeah, that's enough of the Buddhas. All right, guys, we're gonna do our first giveaway. We're gonna give away 330 mils of a Nazi Vapors juice. We got Mom, a Nazi Gold, and Custer's Last Stand. There they are, boys and girls. They're yours. All you gotta do, tell me what Travis's first mech mod was. Have fun. We told you. From Cloud Now Studios, we're clouding out.